change you want to see? Many of us are blessed enough to not worry about where our house payment will come from, or our car payment, or even how we will get our next meal. But many are not that fortunate, and so they need us to be the family maybe that is not able to give them what they need or to support them in the way that they need. Pastor Bob McCabe, who is the Executive Director of Kingdom Pantry at Overflow Community Center. Pastor Bob, I am so glad to see you. You guys open on Monday, right? So tell me a little bit about the pantry.
Well, it's about a year old. We did a drive-through pantry. We talked last year. We did drive-through for the last year, and then we changed over to the Kingdom Pantry Grocery Store. And we opened up last Monday, and now people get to come in and check in and hang out in their lobby, and then they get to come in, as you see, and they get to shop. They get a cart and a box, and they get to pick out what they need and take it. And then they get to go into People's Outlet, where it has new items in there, and they get to pick from it. It's got clothes and shoes, some toys and games for kids, and so it's got a little bit of everything in that room. So we got a little bit of everything going on here at the Kingdom Pantry.
So, Pastor Bob, with the Kingdom Pantry, and as you said, everything was kind of drive-through because of the pandemic, but you all didn't stop. You kept serving people regardless of what was going on. But this is just a little different because, as you said, you have the food there, and people can actually, like, kind of shop like you're in the grocery store, but they don't have to pay for it. They put what they want and what they need in there, and then they can go look at things like clothes and shoes and blankets, or maybe even sheets, things like that, new items if they need them too. And that's a little different. How much do you think that means to someone to be able to come in there and get all their needs taken care of?
I think it means a lot. The whole idea that we had was to create an experience here to where you don't feel like you're coming because you have a need. It's just the Kingdom Pantry is a cool place to come. Anybody's welcome, so anybody can come, and so it's an atmosphere. It's a bright place to be, and so it's a good feeling to come in here and to get what you need. But then you don't feel sad when you leave, like, oh, I needed help. You come in maybe down and leave encouraged, because that's a good place to be.
Yeah, you know, I always say that if God meant for us to struggle alone, he would have made one little naked man in the sand and then walked away and been done. But he didn't do that. He made a lot of us, and he made a lot of us so that we could help each other. You know, it's important to realize, or I think, you talk to me about this, I feel like that when you're in need or you're struggling and it can just be overwhelming, I believe that can break a soul. I really do. I believe that it can break a person's spirit. And what can we do to make sure that doesn't happen? How can we help you? I know Dare to Care helps you, but how can we as a community help you?
Well, the first thing is Dare to Care gives us food, and we do food drives with churches, but then there's other items that we're trying to stock that we don't get from them places. For example, cooking supplies like flour, sugar, spices, different things people cook with, and then like laundry detergent, cleaning supplies. We're trying to keep them in stock because we're trying to think, when you go to the store, what items are you trying to look for? And so the pricier items sometimes it's harder to get, so we're trying to get them items where people can get. So if you want to do food drives, or if you want to donate to Overflow Community Center, you can go to the website and give to the general funds, and then funds will help us to keep buying the items that we need here and there. If there's other businesses or farms that you guys know of, people are hearing about this, that want to donate different, like corn and stuff later, and fruits, because we see with the center aisles is our fresh produce, and so we always have fresh produce every Monday. So different ways. So those are different ways that you can help, for sure.
All right, overflowcommunitycenter.org. That is where they go, and if they can go on that website, they can donate funds there, right?
Correct. Just click on the Give tab.
Okay, and I don't know that someone can do this, but if someone is a home farmer or they have an abundance of tomatoes or something like that. Can somebody donate that? I only say that because we're getting ready to get into the garden season, and I see people all the time, even here at Wave, they bring like 5 dozen peppers and lay them on the counter until people take them away. Can people bring stuff like that to you?
Yes, absolutely. Like today, we got tomatoes from Dare to Care, and this is the first time we've ever got tomatoes from them. So, yeah, absolutely.
And that may mean nothing to someone to hear you got tomatoes, but for someone who hasn't had or can't get tomatoes, that's a huge deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Pastor Bob, before I let you go, anything else you're saying you're asking the community, farmers, churches, anybody that can help with items, anything we've forgotten, anything else you want to share?
And if anybody wants to volunteer and be a part of this, you can. And like I said, we're doing it every Monday now. I got different groups from different churches coming, but the more the better, so we can plan out the weeks to come. And this is our first time doing this. So this Monday is our first time doing it more than once a month. So it's going to be fun this month to see how many people are coming every week. We had 20 families come last Monday. I equals out to about 80 people altogether.
Oh, wow. All right.
And what was it was the first time I got to meet the families, because before that they were coming through the car.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? Now I get to meet the families. So you want to be a part of something great, get to pour into people, and be there for people. This is a place to come.
Pastor Bob, we appreciate you. We send you love and hopefully a lot of help. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay.